Hello YouTube, I'm here again with another unboxing video. Um, since my last video with the SOG Twitch II, this little thing here, um, been looking at other wood handle type pocket knives and whatnot. So this one that I'm actually going to be doing a quick review on is the Benchmade North Fork folder. So here we go. It says here it's the North Fork folder, model number 15031-2. See if you can get a close up here. There we go. It's a manual opener, hunting knife. CPM S30V stainless steel. It's a powder made steel, which is actually quite good in terms of corrosion resistance and edge retention. My camera's not zooming in very well, but basically it's saying that it's a drop point blade, plain edge, not serrated, satin finish with a wood handle. All right, let's see what's in the box here. So it comes in a little pouch, I guess. And it has some padding and foam in there. And okay, so use and care manual. And then there's a warranty section here. So, all right. And here we go. Oh, okay. So there's no like plastic wrap or anything. It doesn't look like. Okay. Much bigger in size compared to the SOG here. And oh, there's a little tab here. Oh, it's for the access mechanics. Basically, it's the locking system. So yeah, it just describes if you want to relocate the carry clip and whatnot. So this is the right here, this little, that's the access carry system. So there's no trigger here, or the flip switch, should I call it. Nice wood though. I think they called this a diamond wood. It's not actually a plain wood. Diamond wood is probably their sort of own version. If you go like with a lot of the other knives, sometimes you see the reference to paca wood, which is basically like a wood laminate. So it is actually more durable and like water resistant than certain other woods, unless you treated the wood. So feels real good though. It's smooth, yet there's still a bit of that wood grain feel that I was mentioning with the SOG here. Okay, it's a manual opener, so that doesn't have any like spring assist or anything. Locking system seems quite solid. Not bad. Oh, interesting. There's jimping here along the tip, I guess, for if you really need to like whittle or wood or something. It's supposed to be a hunting knife, but I don't know. From my perspective, it's a little bit small for a, I guess in my standard, a hunting knife. But to all their own, I guess. I'm not sure if you can see it clearly, but that's just saying S30V, which is basically the grade of steel. And then there's the Benchmark logo here. It feels good in the hand, especially, I have what you would consider large size hands. At least my gloves are usually large size. So feels good. Actually, by comparison, you know, it feels more natural in my hand than the SOG here. But I mean, like I mentioned previous in my video for the SOG, you know, this is more like I consider this in the pocket knife classification. I wouldn't use it to like do feathering of wood or anything like that. It's more like if I need to peel an apple or slice up you know, some fruit, then I would use this. I could definitely use this for, you know, opening boxes or opening an envelope or whatnot. It's more of a pocket knife style, from at least in, you know, how I would use it. Just, you know, based on like the overall thickness of the blade and whatnot. You can tell here you have a lot more steel to work with the Benchmade. And it's a different grade of steel. This is AUS 8, so decent, but in terms of edge retention and whatnot, and well, in general, is S30V is going to be better than the AUS 8. Of course, you know, some people would argue depending on the heat treat and whatnot, but feels good in the hand. I like the notches here where it just kind of contours to your grip. So, you know, really, along with the jimping, you really can control it for like, you know, whittling work with wood, or, you know, making feather sticks and things like that. So possibly, yeah, I guess, you know, usage wise it can be considered a hunting knife. Definitely EDC, everyday carry. I wouldn't mind having this on a, you know, everyday carry, and it looks great with the wood. I mean, it's a darker type of you know, darker stain type of look. So, and then the the locking mechanism is, it you know, goes in there quite smooth and goes in centered. No give or anything. And so, and yeah, it's got thumb studs on both sides, so I'm not much of a left-hander here, but you can, yeah, I can still open it and it locks in place. Yeah, solidly. Let's see how this thing cuts out of the box, shall we? It's a thicker blade, so maybe, oh no. Yeah. It is a thicker blade, but you can see how it really just, yeah, it cuts the paper just fine. Yeah. This is a really nice knife. It retails for, I think, like $160 on Amazon, so definitely pricier than the SOG Twitch there. And then the, you know, considering definitely heavier. I'll give I'll look up the specs and post it in this video in terms of the weight and whatnot, but overall feel of it, yeah, it's heavier than the SOG. You can see just, you know, overall thickness and whatnot by comparison. Oh, this is interesting though. The pocket clip is like a darker in color rather than, you know, how it would match the actual blade or the like other parts, the bearing and the, you know, the nuts and whatnot. This is actually darkened to match the wood, I guess. So that's interesting. And then of course this bearing right here is also darkened. Most of the other fastening screws and whatnot are darkened too. So it's only the blade and the lock. Well, and then of course there's this little lanyard hole. But beyond that, everything is, you know, I'm sure you could probably order it if you really wanted to match with the blade. You can get like a satin polish type clip for it. And it is a satin polish. Yeah, it's a nice satin polish. It's a darker because compared to the Twitch here, which is also a satin polish, but you can kind of see, I don't know, under this light, but you can see it's still a little bit duller in terms of the finish. So I personally would prefer this type of polish. It's less reflective and, you know, supposedly, at least in my opinion, more durable. Because in this case, if you were to, like, you know, actually use it on some like wood or hard surfaces and whatnot, it might actually ruin the finish. Then you'll be kind of, you know, I mean, if it bothers you, being sort of this type of knife, you know, with the wood fittings and everything, consider it more like, you know, a gentleman's pocket knife style. So, you know, blemishes on the blade and whatnot, I wouldn't like. So, but this one, it would be harder to blemish because of the polish, and, you know, I would treat this a little bit more with like as a utility type of blade. So, well, all right. Definitely feel free to comment and, you know, share your thoughts in terms of this video or any of the other videos. If you have recommendations, I'm actually going to continue to look, you know, at some other knives that are with the wood handles and grips and whatnot. So if there's one particular one that you'd like to see or whatnot, let me see if I can get my hands on it. But yeah, this one actually... Oh, by the way, this is my first Benchmade knife, by the way. Haven't had a Benchmade before, so, and I must say, quite impressed. All right. Thank you so much. See you soon.